Buddy, Dan Ramey here, along with Chris Givens. Chris, a former Chillicothe Cavalier. Well, once you're a Cavalier, you're always a Cavalier. But also with the Miami Redhawks, and now on your way to the New Orleans Saints. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's truly a blessing. I give God the glory first, and just glad I have a wonderful support system. Appreciate the opportunity that the Saints organization has given me, and I'm looking forward to getting down there.
Let's talk about how this all transpired. You probably didn't feel you might go in the first 7 rounds of the draft. However, you had an agent lined up, ready to go. What happened? What was the chronological order here?
Well, weeks before and even nights before, just talk with my agent, kind of got a projection of where I may be sitting at, and it could have been late rounds, and then priority free agent is what it's called, those who get called right after the draft, and obviously I was a priority free agent. I would say the draft ended around about 7:15, 7:30. 10 minutes later, I got a call from my agent, and he asked if anybody gave me a call, and I said no. And he's like, I got a couple organizations that are interested in you, and one was the New Orleans Saints. And we kind of went through the logistics, and I looked at the pros and cons of going there and looking at the position, and see if it would be a right fit. And once I looked at it, did a little research, let him know, gave him the thumbs up, and I said, hey, I would love to be down there in New Orleans and being a part of that organization.
I guess one of the cons would be the bounty gate that they're going through right now in the New Orleans Saints organization. But some of the pros for you would have to be they've got a stable of aging receivers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the guys up there, they got guys like Marcus Colston, Lance Moore, who's a MAC native, and those guys made a name for themselves. They were guys that almost came from nothing, and they're making they're huge NFL stars right now. And just for me, that gives me inspiration for a guy who's a free agent coming in just at the bottom of the totem pole, and just getting as much experience as I can while I'm there, and try to make my way up in the ranks. And it's just it's a wonderful opportunity to be a part of, and just I'm just looking forward to being there. So.
You have been a starter for Chillicothe from your freshman year right through your senior year. At Miami, you had some opportunities as a freshman, but now here you are. You're fighting with a lot of guys that are fighting for paychecks. It's the business side now.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely the business side, and each and every day it's do or die, and this is what you live for. Even if you're in a regular job, there's someone who would love to have your job. There's 10, 12 other people that would love to have your job, and that's the beauty of it. And I like that competitive atmosphere. I like being around guys that have the same mind like me. They love football. They want to be there every day. Football, 24/7, and just to be around those guys and be in an organization like that. I mean, I'm excited. I'm nervous, but at the same time, I'm anticipating so much, and just looking forward to the experience.
I just happened to glance at your Twitter and see that maybe it might have been posted 10 minutes prior to when I had checked in on Twitter. And the first thing that came to my mind was, this is great news, congratulations. And then I got to thinking, going to the New Orleans Saints, Ben Hartsock has caught passes from Peyton Manning, and now you have an opportunity to catch from a guy by the name of Drew Brees.
Yeah, it's definitely he's one of the greatest in the game. He's up there with the Peytons, the Ben Roethlisbergers. I mean, it's just it's a wonderful opportunity. And just for myself, it's just I got to take baby steps when I first go in there. I can't get big-headed and complacent. I got to go in there and do my job first, and that's compete for a job on that roster. And it would definitely be a wonderful experience catching balls from a Hall of Famer.
You cannot take things for granted. Once you get there, you've got to compete for a position. What sort of things have helped you prepare for what you're about to step into?
I mean, to be honest with you, my college experience has helped me a lot when it comes to coaching changes. I mean, I've had 3 different coaches in 4 years. I've had 5 different position coaches. And so when someone talks about change and learn a new system, I'm someone who can adapt to that very quickly. And, bringing that experience into an organization like the Saints, I know I bring the maturity, I bring character, someone who's going to be committed, 100% dedicated to football, and just is always going to wake up each and every day passionate and looking forward to that opportunity.
You had a teammate that was selected in one of the top rounds of the NFL draft. That had to get your juices going a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy for Brandon Brooks, who went to the Houston Texans, and I'm just proud of him. I know I shoot him a text and congratulate him. Before the draft, I congratulated him. I said, "I'm proud of you, man. Just to know somebody like him and that he's going to be very successful in the league. And I wish him the best. I know our families are close, and I know his mother was happy. Gave my mother a phone call and was showing how much she was proud of her son, and we gave it right back to them and said, hey, we're proud of him, and it's just wonderful to be a part of. Or to be around a guy that for 4 years, you're like, when he first walked in freshman year, like, he's an NFL guy. It wasn't, he might have the potential. No, he's an NFL guy. It's just his time's coming. And look at him now. He's selected in the 3rd round, and he's definitely going to do well. And the Texans have a great offensive lineman that they're going to be dealing with in the future.
You, of course, found out your news on a Saturday night. Your next step was to head into church on Sunday morning. Mm-hmm. News started traveling pretty fast, and I imagine that your church family, your friends, they've all been patting you on the back. Yeah,
they've always been supportive. I got to thank them first. I got to thank not just my family, but this community. Everybody's reached out to me through various different social medias and text messages and phone calls, and I truly appreciate that support, because I know I play for myself and my family, but I at the same time play for this community. And, I do appreciate that support. And I try to message back as many people as I can and say, hey, thank you. This is, I'm not just doing it for myself, but I'm doing it for you guys, because you guys were there supporting me, and you guys were in the stands when, I was doing well, and you guys congratulated me, and I appreciate it. And, it's just wonderful to have that support system behind you.
Yeah. This guy came to us at the radio station. You were, 9, 10 years old, I think, when your mom was working here. And so he was one of those guys we said, here, go play on the computers, get out of our hair, that kind of thing. But now on your way to the next level. And I know that nothing is guaranteed for you. And sometimes these free agents, they get signed by one organization and end up with another down the road. But we want people to know that you're prepared either way.
Yeah, it's a crazy process. I mean, it can be mentally draining, but it's survival of the fittest when it comes to a mental game. Everybody's as good as the next person. You wouldn't be part of that organization or part of this fraternity if you didn't have those skills, if you didn't possess those skills. But it's a mental journey, and you have to be willing to put your pride down and take constructive criticism. Understand that there's a bigger picture than just yourself, and it's a grueling process. And I'm just willing to put myself through that experience, because it's almost like no other experience that you can possibly go through, and just to go from Pee Wee football to high school football to collegiate football, and to top off your career and say, hey, I played professional ball and I played for a great organization. Who wouldn't want that? That's such a dream come true. And right now I'm living my dream, and I just want to continue to live as long as it possibly lasts, and furthermore.
We have been proud of you over the years. We're certainly proud of you right now, and wishing you the best of luck. We know that the New Orleans Saints will be getting a good product, not just a guy, but somebody you can lean on. So good luck to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and appreciate you having me.
Chris Givens, of course, we wish him the best of luck. Watch for him on Sundays. I remember when they said when he was in high school, you'll be seeing this guy on Saturdays. Saturdays are done now. We're looking forward to see him on Sundays.